So back to what you were saying.
Okay. Well, we were talking about God-based moralities, and we just talked about God-based moralities as being kind of con games and why that is. And I want to make another point that God-based moralities create a conflict of interest with human needs. So assuming that God exists and He's all-powerful, then pleasing Him will enable you to reap the eternal rewards of some sort, going to heaven or virgins or whatever, right? So why not please Him at the expense of your fellow man? Because like Pascal's wager, why not maximize your outcome in this, right? Why not screw somebody over if it helps you get to heaven, right? So you're effectively using your fellow man as a means to an end. So we can give a whole bunch of examples of this. I'm going to hit on them quickly, and if anybody wants to talk about them further, please call in. One big moral issue is overpopulation, right? God says in the Bible, go forth and multiply. Well, we have a finite amount of resources on the earth, right? Something's got to give somewhere, right? And this generally means there's going to be famine and disease and these sorts of things to cut the population back. So you can't overpopulate the earth, even though the Bible will never change. The Bible will always say, go forth and multiply. Combine this with death to the infidel. Why not kill people who are going to go to hell anyway, right? Why not send them to hell and make your religion better? I mean, that's what we have in the suicide bombers. We have those in holy wars. Here's another one. If Jesus is coming any day now, why mess with the environment? Why try to make the environment better? Why save it? Why worry about greenhouse gases? He'll fix it when He comes, right? It'll all be perfect, all be wonderful. Also, why not make this thing happen faster and have a holy war in the Middle East and get Israel in there and trigger all those prophecies in the Bible, supposed prophecies? Why not bring on our Armageddon? Now, I personally call this Christian snuff porn, right? Because it's getting off on the fact that the world is going to be trashed in order for you to have your orgasm with Jesus or whatever, right? So that's what I think of it. Here's some other examples of selling out your fellow man for belief in God. Honor killings, right? Killing someone because they defiled God or whatever, right? Your sister looked at another man, therefore she's impure and she needs to be killed. This happens in Islam. Female genital mutilation is a religiously based thing. Killing apostates and witches and witch burnings and all these trials and such. Torturing people into claiming belief, the conquest, the crusades, forcing women to bear children they can't support, promoting ignorance about sex, and so on and so on and so on. Right? So there's lots of these things where religions sell out a fellow man. So if God is more important, then why not cause suffering in other people to please your God, if that makes your God happy? Unfortunately, nobody really knows what God says or what God is, and they project whatever they want onto God. So, it's all just screwing the other guy to benefit God and hopefully yourself. So you want to take a few more calls? That was my next little spiel.